There's some really good Xbox Game Showcase news we need to talk about, so let's look into this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So let's talk about Xbox Game Showcase. We all know that there's going to be actually two shows. One is going to be for Xbox Game Studios and obviously third-party games as well. The second one is dedicated for Starfield. So we will actually learn way more about Starfield. So we know what's coming there. But that's not what I really want to talk about. So the showcase, both actually shows, will take place on June 11th, and the good news is that there's going to be a bit different format to what we had last year. So this information is actually a courtesy of Jez Corden, and he actually spoke about it during the Xbox 2 podcast recently. And he actually said that he's got sources telling him a lot of stuff about this showcase. He even knows some titles that will be there, but he didn't really want to talk about them, to talk about these titles. He says that there's going to be actually quite a lot of surprises. So he kind of doubled down on what Phil Spencer said a couple of days ago during that interview with Kind of Funny Games, that there's going to be some surprises and that kind of stuff. But the big news is that the format will change, in a sense that last year they decided to go with that next 12 months kind of games were really show, right? They were only talking about games that were at the time were supposed to come out in next 12 months. Now, obviously, a number of games got delayed, so that didn't really pan out that greatly. And actually, Xbox is getting a little bit of a, hard times for that. Maybe it's deserved. Maybe they shouldn't have really promised all these games in next 12 months, because you never know with development, right? Games got delayed and we are where we are. Starfield is actually coming in September, Forza later next year, and that kind of stuff. We still don't know what's going on with Stalker 2, for example, another game that was on that next 12 months list. So looks like that format will change. They will not be focusing only on next 12 months games. That's good news for two reasons, right? So, and obviously that's according to Jez Corden. So it's good for two reasons, because A, nobody will hold them accountable for saying, oh, these games will come out in next 12 months. And then obviously if there's going to be any delays, nobody will actually cry about it. But another good thing is that we will actually get more games. Not necessarily get, but they will show more games, because if they were only limited to games coming out in next 12 months, obviously they would be limited also to games that we've already seen. So, hey, next 12 months, I can tell you straight away that it's Starfield, Forza Motorsport, Stalker 2, right? There's a couple of other games that still, didn't really release and are still in the pipeline and stuff, right? So, these games will still be there, of course, right? But, interesting thing is that, we hopefully we'll get some more information on games that are not necessarily only coming out in the next 12 months, but later too. So, Phil Spencer did say that there's going to be some updates on games that were already shown, but also there's going to be some surprises. So maybe they will actually show some games, not necessarily coming in next 12 months, but, hopefully they will show us something to get us more hyped for the future too. And generally speaking, it looks like Xbox is really kind of going back to that, I guess, end of the year kind of focus, right? Because beginning of this year was, okay, we had a Hi-Fi Rush, we had Redfall, so maybe that's not really the case that much. I'm just hoping that that on top of all the games that are coming out still this year, so later this year, I hope they will have some big games also in the first half of 2024. So Avowed maybe, Hellblade. Question is, will Hellblade is Hellblade still 2023 title, or maybe early 2024? That may be the case as well. So I would not be surprised if we still didn't get some dates. Maybe they will be very vague, coming soon or something like that. Feels like they will be more cautious about putting out dates, and looks like that's the case, because we still don't know when Forza Motorsport is coming. I mean, I would imagine that this time around, during that game showcase, we will learn when Forza Motorsport is coming, because it's coming out this year. That was pretty much confirmed. But looks like it may be the case that they won't be really that eager to share full release dates for these games, because they were really getting a lot of shit for not delivering on these dates, right? Like Starfield got delayed, Forza Motorsport got delayed, Stalker 2 got delayed. What else got delayed? Halo Infinite got delayed, a bunch of, and don't get me wrong, most times delays are good, because at the end of the day we do get better games. Well, maybe not Redfall, but you know what I mean. So anyway, listen, that's the news, and that's good. It's good that we will actually see more than just next 12 months, because Microsoft really needs to start delivering and showing all the games that are coming, not necessarily only in 12 months, but in the very near future as well. What about Fable? What about The Outer Worlds? What about some other games from other Xbox games studios? You know what? I'm actually curious whether are we going to get an update on the Contraband? Are we going to get an update on, not an update, anything about the new game by Compulsion Games, right? Perfect Dark, guys, they announced Perfect Dark 3 years ago, still nothing, right? I would imagine that Hellblade 2 is going to be there, of course, right? And what about The Outer Worlds? Did I say that already? Yes, I did. What about Everwild? Is this game dead or what, right? At least give us some updates on that. I'm not expecting every single game to get a release date, but what's going on with these projects, if you know what I mean? Are they coming soon, or are we still supposed to wait 5 years for these games to release? Questions that should really be answered, I believe. So we'll see. But anyway, guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it, what kind of games you would like to see at that show, and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.